What up, man? I'm back with another one. Back with another one. Make sure you step in the building. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you aren't a subscriber, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Man, we trying to jump off. We trying to take off and keep taking off, keep taking off, keep taking off. So make sure you hit that like button coming in. Wipe your feet off, man. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if it's true. I'm hoping somebody can help me out and tell me, man, this can't be it as to why Shedeur Sanders is catching or was treated, still being treated, I guess you can say, um, in a ill way in Cleveland by the head coach Kevin Stefanski, because back when his dad was playing, see, sometimes our kids, man, they can catch our, that karma, man, or catch that payback, that get back, man. We done something in our past. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's true or not. I really don't know. But word is, I hear that the reporter who coached Prime back in the day, prime time, is Kevin Stefanski's grandpa, Tim, what was his name? Tim McCraw? I think that's how you pronounce it. Word on the street is that was his grandpa. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, let me pull this up. Let me share my screen with you and show you what I'm talking about here. This is crazy. I know this can't be real. Maybe it is. I don't know. But check it out. Let's go.
Doused with champagne in a championship locker room. Broadcasters never like it. It burns, it smells, it ruins your clothes. Last night, Deion Sanders apparently upset with Tim McCarver's criticisms of his two-sport day last Sunday. Felt like he would gain a measure of revenge, not with champagne, but by dousing McCarver with 4 tubs of ice water. McCarver was furious. So was CBS Sports. Rick Gentile, their producer, complained to National League President Bill White last night. McCarver wants a meeting with White as soon as he can get one. And after this confrontation, Tim McCarver confronted Sanders.
Tom is right here. Right now. You are a real man. You know that? Yes. You are a real man, Deion. I'll say that.
Hey, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Time out, man. Time out, man. Time out, man. I don't know if that's true or not, if that's Kevin Stefanski's grandpa or not. I don't know. I really don't know. But if it is true, I mean, dog, I can see why old boy probably got a, grudge y'all where he like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get you for doing that to Paw. Yeah, man, I'm gonna take it out on your son, man. That's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, allegedly, I don't know if it's true or not. If the reporter that Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, aka Prime Time, was Kevin Stefanski's grandpa, and man, they say he got 4 tubs of water and dumped it on him. Man, I'm pretty sure that water was cold as hell. He said, Deion, he said, you a real man, Deion. You a real man. Deion, man, hey, Coach Brian was a fool back in the day. What you see with Shedeur right now is a young Deion Sanders, a young Prime Time. But he got his own thing. He hold up the time, you dig? So yeah, shout out to old Coach Kevin Stefanski, man. If that's it, man, yeah, man. I listen, y'all on some whole other stuff, man. If that's the case, and everybody know what time it is. If that reporter, was is your grandfather. Matter of fact, let me pull it up one more time. Check Deion Sanders out, aka Coach Prime. Man, that's crazy. I bet you Coach Prime looking back at that like, damn, man, I was young, man. I was young. I'm just doing my thing, and she got out of hand, man. I was just being me, being
Be doused with champagne
young,
and a championship.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're young, you do things, you be like, damn, I wish I would have done that, especially when you're young, man. When you're young, you do things you ain't proud of. But man, let's check it out again. I don't think Coach Prime, proud of it, but it is what it is. What's done is done. Let's check it out one more time.
Doused with champagne in a championship locker room. Broadcasters never like it. It burns, it smells, it ruins your clothes. Last night, Deion Sanders, apparently upset with Tim McCarver's criticisms of his two-sport day last Sunday. Felt like he would gain a measure of revenge, not with champagne, but by dousing McCarver with 4 tubs of ice water. McCarver was furious. So was CBS Sports. Rick Gentile, their producer, complained to National League President Bill White last night. McCarver wants a meeting with White as soon as he can get one. Yeah. And after this confrontation, Tim McCarver confronted Sanders.
Travis right here. Right now. Here you go. I got a real man. You know that? This. You are a real man,
Sure to be down.
Hey, Coach, come on, man. Oh, my God, man. Hey, you know what? Hey, Cuban, that's why I say I asked wasn't true. I had no idea, man. I thought it was funny. How you doing tonight, my brother? How you doing? But yeah, hey, I was saying, well, I'm like, man, no wonder Steven Stefanski over there, doing all this crazy stuff with Shador. Man, I'm telling you, man. But that was a young Prime back then, man. Shit, Coach Prime, he was young, he was vibrant. He had that paper, man. He was a 2-sport athlete. Shit, man. They were hating on him back then, But I don't know, man. It's just, with social media, man, they come out with all type of crazy stuff. But other than that, man, just reporting on it, man, just getting a laugh out of the deal. Coach Prime, hey, Coach Prime, aka Prime Time at the time, say, what McCarver at? What McCarver at? Like he ready to go box. What McCarver at? That's crazy, man. I remember that like yesterday, though. Man. I'm telling you, rolling when I seen that. It was always what up out the pit. Hey, look, I was rolling when I seen that, though, man. That was crazy back in the day. But hey, sports was sports, and what's crazy too? Just looking back at that, it was water, right? And no one got hurt, and they just moved on. They just moved on with it. Nowadays, man, if you sprinkle some apple juice on somebody, man, or you waste some apple juice somebody, whatever it may be, man, you liable to get sued for millions if you got it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just glad that nothing major came out of that deal. But no, it's not true. My boy Cuban Kane said it ain't true, man. I just seen it up there, man. It's just funny. I thought it was funny and good joke, to tell about Coach Prime, man. It was hilarious. Let's watch it one more time. I thought it was hilarious. I said, man, no wonder Kevin Stefanski up there pouring all that stuff, going through it with Shador Sanders and doing all this crazy stuff to him. Let's check out the young Prime again, though, before we go.
Doused with champagne in a championship locker room. Broadcasters never like it. It burns, it smells, it ruins your clothes. Last night, Deion Sanders, apparently upset with Tim McCarver's criticisms of his 2-sport day last Sunday. Felt like he would gain a measure of revenge, not with champagne, but by dousing McCarver with 4 tubs of ice water. McCarver was furious. So was CBS Sports. Rick Gentile, their producer, complained to National League President Bill White last night. McCarver wants a meeting with White as soon as he can get one. And after this confrontation, Tim McCarver confronted Sanders.
Chava's right here. Right now. Here you go. I got a real man. You know that? Yes. You are a real man, Dion.
Man, that shit is crazy, man. Prime was a fool, man. Prime was a fool. Man. Now in other news, Cuban came, man. I seen that, and man, I'm so disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, y'all. Let me share my screen. 1 second here. Let me share my screen. Man, I'm so disappointed, man. We can't keep doing this, man. We can't keep doing this, man. We can't keep doing this, man. We cannot keep doing this, man. You know, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this, man. And the crazy part about it is, when you think you have learned from this, we done had multiple. Oh my God, man. Multiple coaches, staff members, man, you name it, man. We can't keep going through this, man. You got one of the most prestigious jobs in college football. You like Pac, all eyes on me. Know everybody watching you. Not to mention, we just got on Shannon Sharp for the same shit. What's wrong with us, man? What's wrong with us, bro? When we gonna learn, man? When we gonna learn, Cuban gang? When we gonna learn out the pit? When we gonna learn, chat? When are we going to learn? Oh my God, man. Let me share this. Unbelievable, man. Y'all might, oh boy. Oh man. Do y'all remember, well, I'm gonna put it to you like this here. Frank Solich at Nebraska. Even Scott Frost, when he was there, you know, they didn't bring it out like talking about, but you know, he was riding there banging the little chicks and shit too on campus, you know what I'm saying? But bro, as a black coach, man, you can't do this, man. Ron Moore, who just completed his second regular season as Michigan head football coach, has been fired for calls after an outside investigative firm hired by Michigan found he had been engaged in an inappropriate relationship with an individual on the football staff. Now, when you are the head coach or you any type of manager, CEO, you're not supposed to have relations with anybody that works up under you because it causes a conflict of interest. Right, fellas? Right, ladies and gentlemen? Right? Right? I'm right. Put a one in the chat if I'm right. A lot of people do it. And it's always us, man, getting caught more in the situation with the pink toe. With the pink toe. We get caught more in the situation with the pink toe, right? So, University of Michigan head coach has been terminated with cause effective immediately. Michigan Athletic Director Warren Manuel said in a statement on Wednesday following a university investigation. Why was there an investigation on him? I wonder why. Credible evidence was found that Coach Moore engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. This conduct constitutes a clear violation of university policy and zero tolerance for such behavior. Later on Wednesday, Moore was involved in an accident that required police attention and was in the Wichita County Jail Wednesday night, according to the records. Big Poggy, who is Moore's associate head coach and filled in as acting head coach for the 2 games this season, while Moore served an NCAA violation, NCAA related self-imposed suspension, is now the interim head coach. One staff member told Detroit News that they've been informed Michigan has opened a coaching search. Meanwhile, Manuel met with the parents of Michigan players Wednesday evening on a video call conference. According to the source, briefed on the matter but not authorized to speak on the record, Michigan conducted an internal investigation that did not reveal evidence of an inappropriate relationship. But there was enough smoke, the source said, to prompt the University of Michigan Board of Regents to hire an outside firm to conduct an external investigation. Now, y'all know just as well as I know, one of them motherfucking coaches that coached with him went and told what was going on, or one of the staff members that peeped the little flirtatious comments or the giggles or the secret lunch dates, or seen them out somewhere eating lunch together, all this type of stuff, man. Now they were going to hire a outside firm. Now they didn't find them the first time. So they go hire, it wasn't enough to, get him up out of there. They wanted him out of there. They wanted to embarrass him. They went other private investigator to go and follow this man in his everyday moves, out to practice, out to work, whatever he's doing. And, he's removed off his job. Who would go to that extent for who would go to that extent, man? But I'm sick and tired of seeing this type of stuff happens. And it happens all the time, man. We fall victim, man. We fall victim. Man, when you are on a job, and if you are the boss, you are the HNIC, you cannot mess with staff that is up under you. Like I said, for as coaches I know, they got Frank Solis, they got matter of fact, when Scott Frost left Nebraska here, they had Mickey Joseph was the interim head coach. Now check this out, y'all. This is some crazy shit for you. Mickey Joseph, he was the intern head coach. So I guess they was gonna do they had a meeting that they had called and stuff, this and that there. So somehow the meeting got canceled. But check it out though, ladies and gentlemen. Mickey Joseph leaves from up there at the school up there in Lincoln, Nebraska campus. He makes it home. He see a Corvette in the driveway in his house. Come to find out, man, it's one of the guys on the coaching staff that was in there banging his little Hispanic / white wife. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. Motherfucker just passing punani all around. Pass the pussy. 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 I mean, for real though. But man, you gotta be out your mind to sit and damage, your career like that, man. We don't get hired at these big black folks. We don't get these big coaching jobs like talking about, really. I will say they didn't hire, more, as of lately, but we don't get that opportunity all the time. You remember that was on school days. Pass the pussy. Pass the pussy. Pass the pussy. Pass the That's what they doing, man. Hey, and I bullshit y'all not. Y'all know I always got a story to tell, right? So speaking of management, being in, a high position in the, the other, whatever, So anyway, manager, right? Brother, he started messing with Becky at the job. And Becky was averaging 80 hours a week. Becky was getting 40 hours straight, 40 hours overtime a week. Remind you, Becky is a foreman, lead foreman, team lead, all that type of stuff. Becky getting 40 hours a week plus 40 hours of overtime. Man, that shit went on for almost 6 years before they figured it out. Man, look, Becky and old boy, the manager, the brother, they should have plenty of money stacked up. Exactly out the pit. Should have plenty of money stacked up. Shit, at that time, I think a foreman on the job, they were making close to like $32 an hour. So you do time and a half. I mean, geez. I bet you them checks was over shit, what, $3,000, man? $3,000 a week you taking home or more, depending on how your taxes coming out. But these are the type of things that happen. You get caught up in these relationships, man, and you the boss. You start doing small favors, and small favors turn into, the big favors, and then the big favors turn into, man, I'm finna get fired. Man, I'm finna go to jail. Man, I'm telling you, that's what it turned into. But man, Coach Moore know better than that, man. But at the same time, they hired 2 private investigators. Remember, they said the first one they didn't uncover, nothing pretty much. Then they hired another one outside. Well, they hired another one outside investigator that was from the school. So they hired a private. Exactly out the pit, in too deep, man. You listen. You got to be a bad motherfucker to go in there, man, and type in 40 hours, and then come back and punch in another 40 hours overtime. Oh my God. They did this for almost 5-6 years. Was getting paid. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that happen when you start messing around with the help. I guess that's what you call it. This is the type of thing that mess around when you are messing around with the help. If you are a supervisor, man, or any type of management, any type of head coach, CEO, that's rule number 1. You don't mess with nobody that's under the staff. You don't do that. That's not in management. I don't even think management can talk to each other. But it's a conflict of interest. I don't give a damn what job you go on. If they find out that, if you are managing, you got some type of, boyfriend, girlfriend. Now, not in all cases. Sometimes they let it slide depending on who it is. But if they don't like you, then they gonna come get you and have you record it, or he say, she say, depending on what type of company that you work for. They don't have no type of union or nothing. But I'm telling you, man, I don't understand it, man. And I'm pretty sure he was making a good penny over there in Michigan too. Michigan, they hold about 100,000 people in their stadium. Michigan probably got over 2-3 million people at the school. Oh my God, man. Don't this just makes you sick to your stomach? Then we sitting over here looking at Shador going through hell just to get on the field. But you over here messing with staff member, old Becky here, Pink Toe, and get your ass fired off your job, man. Then here go the damn AD, having a Zoom meeting with the kids. And listen, man, don't even have enough respect to come and stand up in front of the podium. This is the shit I be talking about, man. I don't know about y'all, but man, I'm old ways, I'm old law, I'm old school, man. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stay that way, man. It just is what it is. Say, don't shit where you eat at. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Don't shit where you eat at. It's just sad, man. That really bothered me seeing that, because I'm like, damn, bro, we don't have that many black coaches, man, coaching in, on the collegiate level. We don't have that many black coaches coaching in the NFL. So as soon as we get there, man, here we go, man. Here we go. And guess what, old girl? She'll have a job tomorrow, man. She ain't even get fired. She's still working out. But Coach Moore fired. He up out of there. He out of there. But I bet you she ain't fired, because she's a regular employee. She's up under the coach. You can't have no relationship with nobody that's underneath you that you are the boss of. The head coach is the boss of everybody. The trainers, the offense coordinator, defense coordinator, whatever, who's ever on the staff. He's the boss over everybody. But yeah, like I said, I hope this isn't Coach Prime. I hope this isn't true. My brother Cuban Kane said it wasn't true, so it was a joke. I would say, man, if that's the case, now I understand why Shador, ain't getting no damn, he didn't get no reps. He was throwing at garbage cans and he was throwing with the kids on side of the stadium right there, getting his reps in, all that good stuff before he got to be, out there on the first string. Man, they did the young brother bad, man. But I tell you one thing, depending on how long Shador Sanders stay in the league, man, this going to be one hell of a documentary. This going to be one hell of a story, man. And guess what? It's going to sell. It's going to sell. Matter of fact, it's going to go on Netflix. It's going to go on Netflix. And you know what's crazy? It's going to set Bucky up for the rest of his life. Bucky will be set forever. That's amazing, man, if you ask me. It's amazing. I mean, it's the smartest thing that they could have ever done. Smartest decision that was ever made by that family. To record the day-to-day activities, the day-to-day in and outs when it comes to recruiting and who's getting recruited or what's going on in Colorado, what's going on in Cleveland, even when Shiloh was playing, what was going on down there in Tampa where he was. I mean, Bucky was everywhere. Then they had other camera guys that was working for him that was there too, so I don't know, man. I think whenever it does hit, man, this documentary, this story is yeah. So that's why Bucky don't have to leave Cleveland sideline, man. Yeah, I guess. I guess. What up? What up? What up? Let's see, new over here, but that's cool. Make sure you hit the like button. Well, he put out bad press on Dion for playing two sports, saying Dion was selfish and Dion was tired of it. And I don't blame Dion. He had the talent. He do what he want to do. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. We're not, disputing that. This is just a joke, saying that, the reason why, Shador wasn't getting no clout because the guy the reporter, Tim McGraw, whatever his name was giving Shador a hard time because, it was Kevin Stefanski's grandpa. It was just a joke, so yeah, no doubt. But yeah, man, I don't know. So you gotta give Bucky his flowers, man. Cause Bucky is recording the story that they don't want us to see. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to see the real story. We don't want to see that shit that the media putting out. Like they were saying about him being disrespectful, about him being lazy, by him not being a team player, by him not getting along with the players on the team. Shit, man, everything they said about Shador was a goddamn lie. That's why we thankful Bucky got this camera rolling and recording everything, you know what I'm saying? That's going on. Say Bucky said, see you, they control their own narrative. Hey man, that's cool. The media, white media, American media, they control the narrative where they at. Just like they were trying to paint like this comment here. Just like even with the video I showed them trying to paint a picture back then, even with Coach Prime when he was getting harassed by the reporter. But it just shows you that the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And the way that Coach Prime handled that criticism between different owners and different teams, different teams, different owners, stuff like that, man, it shows a lot of, growth and character in old young Shador. The apple didn't fall too far from the tree. Both of them, his son learned a lot just from listening, sitting back watching, obeying, being attentive, being obedient, all that good stuff, man. All that good stuff. So yeah, salute to Bucky and salute to Well Off Media. They giving us that inside presence that's for dang show. But man, what I gonna say? Yeah. I need oh, never mind. That's all good. I'm gonna read this up. Facts, I think it's a good thing. That's real unfortunate. That's part of the problem that holds Shador back. No doubt. Well, make sure y'all hit the like button way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you can. If you're feeling generous, please always show some love to the platform. I got Cash App. I got PayPal. But yeah, man, salute to everybody in here, man, and we'll be back tomorrow. Peace out.